At first, this video was supposed to be me deciding whether I think social media was a good or a bad thing. I thought long and hard about the question, and I came to the realization that I was simply asking the wrong question. We should rather ask ourselves why we as a society use social media so excessively. We all know that meme that says "Mom was right, it was the damn phone." But was that hypothetical woman who is paying off a lifelong mortgage, who is stuck in a job she hates, who is living with a man she despises, just because they had children together when they were young? Is that hypothetical woman really right in blaming everything on the phone and in extension on social media? We live in a society that from very early on tries to put your life on rails. You get on the train in kindergarten and it accelerates through middle and high school, slightly slowing down during the decision of whether you want to or whether you can afford to go to university or whether you want to learn another job. The speed picks up rapidly after that, and once you are done and get your first real job, responsibilities like rent, childcare, the cost of living are pressing down so hard on the train's pedals that getting off the train is nearly impossible. The only way of getting off that railroad experience is getting fired from your job or quitting, which can be equal to getting kicked off or jumping off the train at full speed. That is scary, and getting back into that kind of life can feel like jumping onto a train at full speed. Social media is like an escape from the mundane life on the track without taking the risk of jumping off. It offers a window into the lives of others. Through this window, you can see others like yourself, living the same type of lives as you are, reaffirming your choice. You can also see the opposite. People who dared to or were forced to jump off. Some of them failed pretty hard, scaring you into not jumping off yourself. You also see some people who have jumped off the train and are doing great for themselves. Celebrities, actors, musicians, and other creatives show you that with a lot of luck, jumping off the train can work out for you and bring a lot of success. That many other factors besides of luck will influence whether you are successful is often not communicated. Then there are influencers. People who allow you a deeper look into their lives. People who put themselves out there, either showing off cool skills, genuine emotions, lifestyles, or options on how to leave the train. I make fun of influencers quite a lot. Not because I dislike the idea of putting someone's life on social media for the world to see, but because some influencers are more akin to snake oil salesmen than real people. And the people falling for them and their schemes realize it way too late. These kind of influencers show a world on social media that is far away from their day-to-day reality. And yes, there might be a certain place on social media for dishonesty, but some of these influencers use this to scam or take advantage of their viewers. Let's take a hypothetical crypto influencer as an example. Some have shown off their lifestyles with fake watches, rented cars, Airbnb houses, just to trick regular people to invest into their pump and dump schemes. Getting back to our train analogy, this is like promising people that their life will change for the better when they jump off the train at a certain place, just for them to jump into a deep hole where the crypto influencer sits and waits for prey like a predator. Some people lose their livelihoods and even their lives over the greed of some influencers trying to look better than they are. I'm not trying to say influencers are all bad and trying to scam you. All I wanted to do was show you how important honesty is when it comes to influencers, and that you might not want to believe everything they tell you. And that includes me, because I hate to brag it to you, but I'm one of them. I've also taken advertisements and promoted brands. I also present you a part of my life on my channels, but I try to do it in an honest way. I'm trying to show you the reality of filming as an influencer And at every step of the way where I think you need to know something that goes on in the background, I'll tell you. I'm not here to exit scam you. I'm not here to get rich, but if that happens along the way, I won't be mad. Let's not kid ourselves. I'm here to allow you a look into my weight struggle and the new passion I found for hiking, fantasy roleplay, and whatever else I fall in love with. I have a whole other life besides social media, but I'm trying to be as genuine as possible with everything I show you. And I'm not alone in this. There are many great influencers who are genuine, kind, and offer great relief from the struggle of the train of everyday life. And that's why I love social media. Every single day I see cool and genuine people on here talking about the good and the bad things that happen to them. Talking about love, heartache, life, death, puppies, nature, school, and everything else imaginable. Social media is a chance to escape from the mundane train ride into non-existence that we call life. No wonder I am addicted to seeing people experiencing life, even if it's through my phone. We should ask ourselves, as a society, why laying in bed, staring at a phone feels better than going out into a grey city with unfriendly people and experiencing a grey sort of life that is in the dead grasp of trying to survive and not being suffocated by responsibilities and the need to accumulate wealth to stay alive. And no, hypothetical mom, it is not the goddamn phone that's the problem. The life that I'm trying to drown out by constantly looking at it is the problem. We need to slow down the train. We need to take more chances. We need to support goals and dreams that are out of the ordinary. We need to encourage our future children that getting on a bicycle instead of a train is perfectly fine, too. Life is hard as it is. Let people slow down and not make it even harder for them by putting social restrictions on what they can do with their lives. Let's live life at our own paces. Let us bring back color to a world that has turned grey in the last 20 years. Maybe then I'll put down my phone and enjoy the real life again. But until then, I'll try to do what I'm doing right now. I'll try to shed light on shady business strategies in the influencer world, and I'll still live in this weird hybrid between reality and social media. And I hope that you, the one watching this right now, will come along for the ride. Maybe together we can make this world a better place. I know that sounds so incredibly pretentious, but who knows? If no one starts, then it will never happen. And if we can't make the world a better place, you can still join me on my hikes and listen to my thoughts. If you want to, obviously. If you do, feel free to follow me and maybe like this video. Until then, please, stay true to yourselves. Bye!